I'm Dee Podbilski, and I currently live in Prescott Valley, Arizona. Now, I gave my model several different outfits to choose from, so both skirt and shirt combinations and dresses. And she ended up choosing a princess line sheath dress with long cap sleeves and darts to flare at the bottom. I also gave her her choice of fabric. We went fabric shopping, and she chose a polyester lycra blend, and it's a very lightweight material. This is going to drape nicely around her, and it's also going to make a good summer dress. I ended up with 7 pattern pieces altogether. Now, I did start out with both the bodice and the skirt front and back, and I made a sheath dress out of it. After that, I I converted that sheath dress into a princess line dress. And then the last step was to add the darts to flare at the bottom. Now, again, I didn't want her dress to be a form-fitting dress. So now my front of the dress is in 2 pieces. You have the center front and the side front. And you're going to notice on the center front piece that on the side seam, that's the only place I added the darts to flare. I did not add it on the center front. And on the side front, a little bit different. We have darts to flare on both sides. As you can imagine, that the back of the dress is going to look a lot like the front of the dress. So I have 2 pieces. I have a center back and I have a side back. And like the front of the dress, the center back, as you can see, has only darts to flare on the side seam, not on the center back. And you can see here, I have a zipper closure for this dress. I'm putting an invisible zipper in. And this side back is just like the side front. It's going to have darts to flare on both sides. Now the other 3 pieces I have are going to be the front, there we go, rear facings, and the long cap sleeve. Now as you can see, the front and the rear facings are different sizes, and they're this way for a reason. This is going to cover up your wrong side of the material when it's hanging on a dress, so you won't actually see the wrong side of the material. And I chose the long cap sleeve over the short cap sleeve because this is for modesty. Also, I didn't think she really would look as good in a traditional sleeve. So here is my half scale dress. You're going to notice the princess line, the cap sleeves, and the darts to flare at the bottom, minus a zipper. Now the coolest thing about making this was actually converting the basic slopers to a real pattern. That was kind of fun. And the most valuable thing that I learned in doing this, besides making the pattern, was that I had to think through the assembly process. So the dress actually went together properly, and I'm not used to this. I'm used to having a commercial pattern do it for me, so it was a bit of a challenge. Now the greatest challenge that I faced, though, was the material itself. I'm not used to it. I've never worked with it, so it did take some extra time, taking out a lot of extra stitches, and trying it again. The good thing is I bought some extra material, so just in case I screwed up, I can start all over again. Now, I don't really think there were any real surprises with this pattern other than the material. The material was new to me, and I'm glad that I chose to make my midterm out of the same material I'm using for my final. This way now I do have some experience working with it. Thank you for watching my presentation, and have a wonderful day.